We get a lot of comments on social media. Now I'll try to answer the most interesting ones. In 13 years, production has more than doubled. Why do I need an analytics service? I can already tell that it's very little. What 30% are you talking about? At best it's 7. I'll tell you that every year our production increases by more than double. Here's another comment. This is such nonsense, especially for those who make tomato steaks out of this rebar. It's dangerous to work without gloves. It's very easy to get a staple stuck in you, but almost impossible to remove, since it's thin and you can't see it. We have special smooth stakes for plants. For many years, these stakes have been purchased by major winemaking companies. I was curious about what to tie it with. Everything is clear when it comes to steel rebar. With composite rebar, it's exactly the same. Binding wire. He probably doesn't know what to do with the slag from his factory. So he decided to put out some advertising. Honestly, I feel sorry for the guy. He got hooked, invested money, and nobody needs it. We've been in this business for over 13 years. We have set up more than 30 production facilities in Russia, Europe, and other countries worldwide. Not a single facility has closed down to this day. No adhesion to concrete, it stretches, corrodes from the concrete, burns, can't be welded. That's not even the full list. For structures that don't require reinforcement anyway, composite rebar is just as strong as steel in terms of pull-out force from concrete. The elongation percentage is no more than 2. It doesn't burn in concrete. According to building codes, rebar can't be welded as it loses its strength. One of the interesting questions. They also hype up exchanges to fool people. Given the sorry state of our securities market, when you speak the truth, they realize you're not easily fooled and move on to call other suckers. For equipment manufacturers, is it easier to mine this vein themselves than to hustle people into buying equipment? If someone is determined to buy equipment, they'll definitely do it. We also make money from selling equipment. Builders and developers aren't fools, they know how to count their money. Only steel is used in the projects and on the construction site as well. Designers never care about the client's money. They specify whatever is easiest for them. As a rule, this comes with a triple safety margin. We've already been through this ourselves. An important drawback is that this reinforcement loses to steel in terms of tensile strength. You almost guessed it. The tensile strength of steel reinforcement reaches 600 megapascals depending on the diameter of the rod. Fiberglass reinforcement, on the other hand, is 1200 megapascals, meaning it's twice as strong as steel. I think this reinforcement will do for a floor screed. It's suitable not only for floor screeds but also for reinforcing industrial floors. One interesting comment. Iron and concrete are a perfect match because they expand and contract almost equally with temperature changes. I've never seen composite reinforcement used on construction sites anywhere else in the world. For our part, we can state that the coefficient of thermal expansion for concrete and fiberglass is actually closer to each other than that of concrete and steel. Here's one of the provocative comments. Absolutely useless junk, good for nothing. I've seen with my own eyes what happens when it's used. It was hilarious to everyone except the client, who ended up losing a huge amount of money. So don't listen to charlatans and frauds like this one. If you use the cheapest building materials during construction, everything will end up falling apart as a result. People usually deceive themselves from the start by buying the cheapest materials. It doesn't matter whether it's rebar or concrete. And then they start blaming everyone around them. Everything is happening too fast. It takes years to get things set up properly. Everything comes with experience. When it comes to technology, we'll teach you everything you need to know. How does composite rebar interact with alkali? Much better than steel rebar does with moisture. You can't build a skyscraper out of it nor any other serious structure. The use of rebar in skyscrapers is just a small fraction. A huge number of different structures have been built. There are dozens of nuclear medicine centers alone across Russia.